Hello, everybody. Good evening, good morning, whatever time you're watching this. If you're watching it live, then good evening. Um, my name is Nikki Witherspoon. That are on me right now. And I mean, of course, you can. I'm super excited to have them on here to go over a few things with you. Yes, we are replacing our normal Team Neo's Monday night hangout, our Money Mondays hangout, with a little bit of a change up for today because we do have some exciting information to share with you guys. And we're super excited about what today is. It's Cyber Monday. Hello. So for an e-commerce professional like we all are, there's really this is our big day. Okay, this is really the start of our big day. Okay, so guys, we're gonna do things a little bit differently today. So yeah, we do have Money Mondays, but we're gonna attack Money Mondays a little bit differently. So of course, because it is Cyber Monday, we're going to attack the whole e-commerce piece and how it's impacted our lives and what we're expecting out of it in the future. And guys, remember, e-commerce is not just about Amazon and eBay. That's a big part of it, but there's so many other aspects of e-commerce. I mean, there's physical products, there's digital products, there's all kind of products that are not just in the Amazon realm. And we want to kind of cover a little bit of that. I mean, of course, I can't keep you on here for hours. I mean, I can, but I don't want to keep you on here for hours and hours and hours and covering everything in detail. But I want to hit a few of these different pieces out there. Of course, everybody knows by now, we do the fourth annual No Excuses Growth Summit coming up in January. These two individuals that I have on right now are a huge part of this event. And just a little side note, Bruce, I don't know what side he's on your screen, but he's on this side for me. I met Bruce at my very first ever event. My very first live event ever is where Bruce McElhaney came into my life. And so thankful for that. Love him, love his wife, Deborah. Absolutely awesome people. But yes, guys, met them at a live event. And we've been close friends ever since then. I mean, come on. There's just certain things, can't even talk. There's just some things at live events that go well beyond you sitting in an audience, right? And watching somebody on stage. You develop relationships. You can nurture those relationships. You can network. Guys, $1 million deals and ideas have come from the networking sessions at live events. You know, elevator talk, bathrooms. Bruce, I'll take it back on you. Remember, if you remember those little $20 cards that everybody had at that event that we were at in Vegas,
I do.
People were leaving them all over the place, right? Leaving them all over the place, guys. The networking at live events is absolutely second to none. At our very last event that we just had this past June in Baltimore, Derek, he's in the middle of my screen right now. Like I said, I don't know where he's at in your screen, but he's in the middle of mine. He was actually the MC at our last event. He also gave a couple of presentations. But I mean, Derek, I'm going to throw this over to you for a second. You know, you've had the opportunity of not just sitting in the audience, not just being a presenter, because at a few events of ours, you've actually been on the stage. You've received, accolades on the stage. You've got a jersey the last time you were up there, but you've also emceed an event. You know, from your perspective, what is it about events that people should just, make up their minds and get to?
Oh, wow. First of all, thank you for having me on with the likes of you and Mr. Bruce. It's a privilege and an honor to be doing this. Live events changed my life. First of all, can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? All right. Live events absolutely changed my life. I come from being the person in the back of the room crying, bawling, talking about how come I can't be up there until one day being actually on stage. And Nikki said a mouthful in terms of being at the event, actually being there and creating these relationships with people. The first time I met Nikki in Paris, we were in Orlando. And when you get to these events, you get to see that, there is a real person on the other side of the computer. And when you see that there's a real person on the other side of the computer, not only is there a real person, but they don't only talk the talk, they walk the walk as well. So we were in Orlando, and I saw Team Neos actually helping everybody. It didn't matter what team you were on. Paris, Nikki, Lyria, just a whole bunch of people working together to the wee hours in the morning, helping people get their packages out. And I was like, you know what, this is the type of people I want to be around. And live events, man, the relationships, I can't stress relationships, enough. The relationship that you can create at live events will catapult your business and take it to heights that you never thought you can go to. Also, there's a lot of things that's going to be given, especially at this forthcoming event in January. There's a lot of things that's going to be given from the stage, but out in the lobby, right? And listen, when we throw an event, it's not just any kind of event. It's not the stuffy shirt, tie, you sit in your chair and you don't ever get up. It's nothing like that, all right? I ain't gonna get into everything we gonna do, because it's something that I absolutely want you to do before Nikki throw the bomb surprise on you guys. Listen, what I want you to do before Nikki do any of that, I need you to do 3 things for me. I need you to like this video. I need you to share it, right? And then I need you to comment no excuses in the comment section, right? Nikki, don't give them nothing until you see that happen. Like this video, share it, comment no excuses in the comment section, and she has a special surprise for you. Now, I'm especially excited about this event because I never met Bruce in person, but I know for sure that this man, when it comes down to network marketing, prospecting, walking in, as we call it, in your face marketing, he is like Top Gun. I hear Nikki talk about Bruce. Bruce can do this. Bruce can do that. Bruce. I'm like, let me get near Bruce so I can learn what he knows. And you know what? If you want to learn what Bruce knows, you got to be at the event. All right, guys. So once again, go ahead, like this video, share it, and comment no excuses in the comment section. And then she may give you a little snippet of what we got for you guys tonight. Back over to you.
You know what? I mean, you hit it once again right on the nose. The events are so much more than just, like we keep saying, guys, it's not about just sitting in an audience. It's about experiencing the people who are around you and getting the little nuggets that everybody has. Everybody might be doing the same type of business, but I guarantee you're not doing that same business the exact same way. We all have our little pieces and nuances that we all do ourselves for things that work for ourselves. And you never know. Maybe there's something that I'm doing that so-and-so over here isn't doing, but maybe what I'm doing will actually benefit them, but there's so many different aspects of an online-based business that, it's impossible to give it all away in video training or, webinars or hangouts. There's so many different facets to how you do your business day to day that it's almost impossible. Not saying that you're withholding information from people, but there's just so much that goes into running a business that you may miss something whenever you're doing a training video or a webinar or even an event, right? But when you're out there having a one-on-one conversation with somebody, that person may say something to you that triggers your thought process into, oh, hey, I do this with my business. I take in orders like this, or I fulfill orders like this, or, whatever it is, but these are the conversations that you have outside with different people at lunch, at the networking events, at, just walking around, like I said, in the elevator, all kinds of places. Now, Derek made some comments about Bruce that before he comes out and gives you his spiel that I want to just point out. All right. So Bruce is one of those folks that is, to me, a master marketer. I mean, I've learned so much from Bruce. I'll just give you a couple of examples. Okay. Bruce used to come down to our live meetings that we used to have in Houston all the time. And he was always giving away these golden nuggets. There was one time Bruce opened up his wallet and pulled out a check. Okay. He pulled out a check, and the check had all of his contact information on it. That's freaking genius, okay? He's got placards on the side of his vehicle, okay? So he's basically turned his vehicle that he's going to use on a daily basis into a marketing, like a billboard, okay? I remember you had a sign in your front yard. Didn't you get in trouble from your HOA about having a sign in your front yard?
I did.
He had a sign in his front yard. There's so many I think I also got the Post-it. You were doing Post-its on people's windows and stuff like that. There's so many different things. And so what I like about Bruce is he does a lot of one-on-one, face-to-face type marketing. Guys, you're going to get a lot of people that do the online marketing, and that is something awesome that everybody should master. But one thing to never, ever, ever forget, that there are people that don't really deal with online type stuff. There are still people, yes, even in 2017, that don't want to bother with the online stuff. They'll shop, they'll do whatever, but they don't want to mess with the emails and, opting into lists and stuff like that. Bruce has mastered getting those face-to-face contacts. I remember Bruce walking into, salons and beauty salons and stuff like that, pulling leads, making product sales. I mean, he's got a successful jerky business. I mean, Bruce, don't let me give you a whole life story over here. That's how much I just respect what he does. It's a trade and art that not too many people get into. Not people are often scared and stuff like that. But, Bruce has gotten to the point where, he's like, I'm not going to depend on somebody else to make this happen for me. I want this. So I'm going to do this, this, and this to get what I want, period. Yeah, let me leave it at that. So, Bruce, what do you think the biggest impact about participating in events, not just going and sitting in the back, but actually coming to an event, participating in it, and how do you suggest people get the most out of events?
Wow. Thanks for allowing me to come here tonight, because I'm excited. And I appreciate the incredible intro. Nikki, you probably remember these, okay?
Woo! There you go.
Drop card.
$100 drop card, okay? Well, guess what?
$100. I only had 20.
I met 3 people today by using these, okay? Sorry about the focus on my camera here. But I met 3 people today, and what I've been doing, one of the things, and if you don't mind me just sharing one thing.
Yeah,
I do a lot of offline networking. Okay, I go to a networking group. I believe in offline networking enough that every Tuesday morning I drive 1 hour each way to go to an hour networking meeting, because there's 72 people there, and each one of those people know 200 people. Okay, so think of it this way. Let's do some math. All right. So it's not selling to the people in the room, even though we can do that. But now I'm in front of 14,000 people. Okay. How many people can all I have to do is sit down and do like a 30-minute or 15-minute face-to-face, get to know the people in the room. It's all relationships. Okay. And so now the key that I've learned recently is to take those individuals, and I have pages and lists, and I even have a briefcase full of leads from events that I've done. It's sitting right back here. But to take those individuals and bring them into my world, in the digital world, okay, and now connect with them on Facebook and Instagram and just all the different social media forums. Okay. And I didn't come from that. Okay. I'm older than 21. And I'll tell you how important I think that events are. Okay. I just looked at in August of 1991, I rode cross country on a bus with a bus full of people to go to an event. And the reason I remember the date, it was August 29th to be exact, was my daughter was born that day. And I went to a business event that day. Okay, I was gone for a few days because I knew that I had to support her. Okay, and I've been in the home-based business industry for a long, long time. And so I believe that much in what I did. Now, we're not going to have these 2 guys here because they're no longer with us, but you don't know who's going to be at the event. At that event, there was President Ronald Reagan, and some of you don't even know who that is, okay? And General Norman Schwarzkopf, all right, Stormin' Norman. And those 2 guys stepped up on stage. Now, that alone was mind-blowing. But the one thing I'm going to say about this is you don't know who's going to be there, but it's not only when there's stuff going on stage, definitely want to have your notebook out, your journal, whatever, and, you know, catching everything that you can catch. But on top of that, because it's not what's taught, it's what's caught. Okay, you've heard that before. But think of it this way. And Nikki and I, when Nikki and Parrish and I first met, we were hanging out, like we were doing, you know, midnight coffee shop get-togethers and stuff. You don't know when you walk in the door, the speaker that you just saw on stage may be sitting there drinking a cup of coffee and they're sharing nuggets with 5 other people, and you just stand there and catch all kinds of stuff free. Okay? I mean, just because you're there, you'll catch so many things. Set your goal to meet certain people like Nikki and like Derek and other people that are going to be, you know, and reach out to them. They're accessible. They're approachable. Okay. And I don't know what else to say. You just have to be there.
There you go. He's not lying either. I mean, we literally sat at the bar that night. And anywhere.
You had to tell him that part, Nikki.
But we kept getting kicked out of every place else, so we had to go wherever we could. But you know, like I said, I'm glad that we met. You know, and it's just been ever from that point forward. It's just been one of those friendships that no matter what, you know, the Witherspoons will always be friends with the McElhaney's. It's one of those things. The same way the Witherspoons will always be friends with the Stricklands. You know, that's what happens at events. You get to know people, you get to know like-minded people. That's another thing that we have not pointed out yet. You know, working in an online-based business, it can be kind of lonely. And the reason I say that is because a lot of times your friends, your family are not in your business and they don't know a lot about it. And it may take a little bit of time before they're even believers in what you're doing. And what I mean by that is they may think that you're wasting your time. Oh, Nikki, she's selling online again. She's sitting over there on the computer, playing around with Amazon. And now what? A couple years later, now they're all trying to get into the same business, right? So right. You may be going through the same thing, but guess what? When you go to events, when you interact with like-minded individuals who are in a similar business that you are in, you start to open up friendships. There's people you can talk to when you come across certain problems. You may not be able to go talk to your sister or brother when you've got a customer trying to return something, right? Because they're like, oh, I can't help you, you know? But if you can interact with other people who are in the same type of business, they can give you all kind of insights. Maybe you're not making as many sales as, you know, you think you should be. Maybe you're not getting as many leads as you think you should be. That's when you can start reaching out to people like Bruce and Derek, and, you know, we got AJ and Nicole and Kelly getting ready to come up, but you can't see them, but they're coming. But, you know, we got everybody around you that you can start to reach out and get information from, you know. So there's so many things that come with being at an event that can just change your lifestyle, can make you so much more money. All right, guys, I have some people in the lobby that I'm getting ready to swap around. So Bruce and Derek, I'm getting ready to swap you out right quick. Don't go anywhere because we'll bring you right back. But let's get this in here. All right. All right, we are going to bring up Nicole and AJ right quick.
Hey.
All right, there we go. So, guys, yes, we have the dropship assassin on the line. All right, there we go. All right, and we got Nicole Whitlock, guys. Everybody knows who these two are. If you've ever been to a No Excuses event, then yes, you have been around these two awesome folks. I'll start with AJ. At the air seats. I mean, people were trying to take pictures of the screen. They were writing notes. Wait. Go back to that previous slide. I didn't catch it. He gave out some crazy nuggets that I'm quite sure a lot of people were able to take advantage of. I will say that, yes, it took me a few months to actually get up and do it, but I got an Overstock card, okay? I'm just going to say that. Hello. I'm just going to say that. And I never really even thought about even trying, but I was like, wait a minute. He said to go do this. Let me go do this right quick. Boop, in the mail a week later, I got a card. I was like, whoa. All right, there you go. But yes, taking tips from people that are on stage and listening to what these people have to say can literally change your life, especially with what, AJ was talking about, especially at the last event, guys. AJ does not just, drop shipping. His name is a dropship assassin, but AJ does all kind of stuff. He does the drop shipping. He does the arbitrage. And what I like about AJ and his family is it's not just him, he brings his wife along, and not just the wife, he brings his daughter along. Okay. If you've looked at some of our previous events, you've seen this little one running around, scanning, all kind of stuff. So guys, he's actually bringing this business, not just from himself, but bringing the family involved and getting the youngsters in there. AJ, I mean, seriously, man, what do you have to say about events and the importance of people, not just, like I said, not just showing up at events or maybe even being on stage, but what do you think about people actually making the time and the decision and the commitment to show up at an event?
You know what? I tell you, first of all, I want to thank you all for having me on this evening. But events are hugely important. There was a point in time where I was the type of person that really didn't want to go to an event. And I figured, hey, just let me get a PDF file and let me get a recording. And, I just want the information. All I need is the information and I'll be good. I don't need anything else. But I was so terribly wrong. I went to my first event a few years ago in Atlanta, and that was a life-changing event. My wife and I went out there, and it's all about and it sounds cliche, but it's all about the relationships. It's all about the people you meet. And it's like Nikki said, work from home business or an e-commerce business or anything online, it can get lonely because the majority of people that are in your immediate circle do not do what you do. So it's hard to have those conversations. They looking at you from the things you've done in high school, or, they remember you falling asleep drunk with a lampshade on your head. They don't see you as a business person. So when you meet like-minded people and you can have these relationships and these connections, and you can reach out and have someone you can talk to, get your questions answered, maybe even answer questions for others. Everyone's at different points and in this business. And, it's not always about who's on stage, but it's about the people in attendance. Sometimes there's going to be several rock stars that are just in the building. They may not be on stage, but without you putting yourself in a position to rub elbows and shake hands and meet people, you will miss some awesome opportunities. Personally, I'm not but I don't know, it may not appear it, but I'm not very comfortable engaging or initiating conversation. A lot of times I'm off to the side or I'm in the back. So when I was going to events initially, that was an obstacle I had to overcome. So what I did was I would always know the issues that I had within my business. So I knew the questions I was looking for. I knew what I wanted to get answered. So I would have that written down. And when I hear conversation or I see people talking, I would ask, well, have you ever ran into this issue? And, how'd you overcome this? And how'd you overcome that? And a lot of my questions were answered just from the people in attendance, just from being in the building. So going to events is paramount. It's something you must do if you're serious about improving your situation. You can go on YouTube and get information. Information is out there. But when you actually get to meet people who are doing it correctly, you get the ins and outs on how to do things properly and how to avoid sticky situations. You get all that information at events. I can't implore to you how important it is to make it to these things. And I'm excited to come to this one. This is going to be the best one yet.
Woo, ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? But you know what? You would never tell that you'd be the guy off in the corner, not engaged in a conversation, because you were throwing down on that stage, man.
My alter ego.
Absolutely. I mean, you never know. I hear you. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a talker on stage and off stage, but you do feel a little bit of a difference when you're on stage and you're giving away content to people. It's something that kind of makes the nerves go away, because now the helpfulness kind of takes over, and you can see the passion and the desire in the eyes of the people in the audience that are so interested and intrigued in what you're saying, because you're actually giving them content that, you know, like you said, it can sound a little cliche, but it can change their lives. You know, just AJ was going over credit stuff this last event, you know, that was able to get people's businesses from one level to a completely, it will give, you know, something so simple that he was teaching that just requires you to, you know, basically get off your butt and take care of it, you know. So that was awesome. You know, if you're gonna be on stage, hey, I can't wait to hear what you got to say. Maybe a little repeat of what you did before. I don't know. Give a little bit of extra. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm just throwing that out there in the universe.
Indeed.
But guys, I want to bring out a phenomenal woman, okay? And like AJ, she too involves her family, okay? She gets her 2 boys out there. She posts videos all the time. I thought I used to go to the store and shop a lot. This lady is at somebody's store, I'm thinking every day, you know, sometimes multiple times in different stores per day. And it's not just her. She's bringing her 2 sons with her. Absolutely amazing. She's got a full workload. She's volunteering. She's fundraising. She's taking care of her kids. And she's working her business, okay? And she's helping the team, which is absolutely crazy. I don't know where she gets the time to do all of this, but she does. Nicole, come on. Give me some of your insight as far as people making excuses and putting everything out there as to why they can't come to an event. Give them the reasons why they can come to an event.
Well, I think that there are 3 like big reasons why you should come to events. First of all, you know, you can hear stories about going to the Super Bowl or going to the World Series or going to the NBA playoffs, and it's just not the same. The energy is not the same as AJ was saying, you know, getting the PowerPoint and watching the videos. It's not the same as being there. The energy, the excitement, the motivation, your motivation level is really high. Like it goes way up. When you attend an event, you're inspired, you become more focused, you're reminded. I mean, your ability to just continue to work in your business weeks after leaving the event is so much higher than just buying a recording or getting a PowerPoint and then coming to it when you feel like it. When you actually attend an event, that energy, every time you go back and look at the material again, it reminds you of a moment in that at the event where you heard something that changed your life, where you heard something that changed the trajectory of your business, where you heard something that made a difference in your life. So I think, you know, there's a whole level of energy that is there at events that you get that really pushes your motivation level much higher. A lot of the people that are making the money, that are making a significant amount of money, there are people out there that are making quiet money and they still come to the events. But the ones that are making a lot of money, they will tell you time and time again, it is all about the education. It's all about the growth. It's all about building your knowledge and gaining more knowledge. And they go to events to maintain their momentum, to maintain their excitement and their energy in their business. And so that is one of the reasons why, if you are one of those people that's like a roller coaster ride in your business, you need to go to events so you can re-engage and get remotivated and get refocused, put together new plans and new goals. So that's one of the reasons why. The other thing is that there will always be that one golden nugget that can take your business from whatever it is today to 2 times that number or 3 times that number. There's going to be a lot of information that's shared at events that will help you improve your business, improve your focus, how you organize your business, how you run your business. But there's going to be that one golden nugget or 2 golden nuggets that you'll be able to use time and time again that will change everything about how you do your business. And again, and all it does is just increase your cash flow, increase your profits, increase how much money you make. And then the third thing is just running into those people that AJ was talking about. That is so true. I think I too was in Atlanta and just running into those people where you can have those side conversations, either at the bar or in the hallway or someone sitting at a table in a hotel lobby. and they're working on their business. You're like, oh, I saw you were in row 16 or whatever. What did you think about speaker XYZ? And just having those sidebar conversations, because again, there are quiet millionaires sitting in the audience, because again, millionaires attend events too. They attend events too because they want to continue to grow their business exponentially. So if you want to make millionaire money, you have to do what millionaires do. So you need to go to events. You need to get your ticket and come to the No Excuses Business Growth Summit. I'm telling you, it's going to change your life. It's going to change your business, but you have to apply everything that you learned. You have to apply. And you can't, I'm going to tell you the truth. You can't apply every single thing. But there's going to be that 1, 2, or 3 golden nuggets that you'll be able to apply that will change your business. You'll be able to go back to the material and then pick those things out that you didn't quite process right at the event or right after the event, and then go back and refocus on them, work them into your business so that way you're not taking on everything. So that's what I think.
Well, there you go. There you go. But, I got AJ disappeared for a second. He just went back into the lobby. But Kelly, I'm bringing Kelly in a second. But just to kind of recap what Nicole said, there is so much that goes on the events. Those golden nuggets is what you should be out there, striving to dig up, by whatever means necessary. Standing in a little circle, and that same event out in Atlanta that we all went to, out in the lobby during a networking event. There were little groups of people all over the place, if you guys remember. And it was just people just sharing tips on top of tips on top of tips. It was crazy. At the last event in June, same thing. There were people just kind of, sitting there with their little plates of hors d'oeuvres, just sharing all kind of golden nuggets. At the last, No Excuses Summit, we had a big party on that Saturday night, but we also did the business headshots. Everybody got a professional headshot for their business to help market themselves, to help get them to that next level. But same deal, there were people in little pockets all over the place. That's something that's priceless. That can't be put into a ticket price, right? That's up to the people who attend the events. And what's so awesome is that at the No Excuses events, we tend to do networking functions where, at a lot of events, the speakers are kind of off limits. The presenters are kind of off limits. They scoop them in, they scoop them right back out to kind of keep them from being, hounded by everybody. A lot of our No Excuses events, we tend to keep them small. We don't like to have thousands and thousands of people running around. Why? Because it tends to keep you from being an actual person and more of a badge color, right? Or are you regular? Are you this? Are you that? No, at our events, you're pretty much all equal there. You all have access to pretty much the same thing out there, and when we do the parties or we do the networking function, you're able to interact with the speakers. You're able to get in there and ask questions, take pictures. We encourage it. Speakers, presenters, they're people just like you, and they like to interact just like you would like to interact with anybody else. They like to take pictures and post on social media and do all this other good stuff. So there's a whole lot more than just sitting in a chair and watching somebody on stage. Our events tend to get you involved and have you learn and have fun and grow your business. So another person I want to bring out here, Ecom Mom, Kelly Ward. Okay, Kelly is one of these people that I'm super, super proud of. Kelly has been coming to the Houston meetings that we've been having. Oh, I lost track of how many years it's been, but it's been years. Okay, Texas has been doing live events, shopping events, stuff like that for years, guys. And I remember Kelly coming to the very first one that we did here in Houston. Is at the bowling alley.
Dave and Buster's.
It was at Dave and Buster's. And what was so impressive with Kelly was that she came out and she gave us her goals. Right there at that very first meeting, we went through everybody, went past the introductions, and we went over and said, what are your goals? What are your goals in e-commerce? And it was so cool because a lot of people were starting around that same time and just kind of getting into it. And Kelly was like, I want to make such and such sales on eBay. The next meeting, well, I hit that goal. Now I want to do da-da-da-da on eBay. Okay, well, next meeting, she hit that goal. Then moving to Amazon. I want to do this, this, and this. Next meeting, she kept hitting those goals, and it was so motivating. I'm not sure, Kelly, if you even know how motivating that was for a lot of people, because you were actually hitting a goal and not just talking about it. You were doing something, you were taking action and actually attaining those goals. And Kelly, if you can, give me a little insight as far as, you know, when you set goals, you don't always have to set these huge, massive goals like, I want to be a millionaire tomorrow. Your goals can be as simple as, hey, I want to make at least 5 sales on eBay this week. I want to sell at least $100 worth, you know, a day or a week on Amazon. You know, every goal is different, but that does not mean that each and every goal is not important to your overall business.
Well, it's like they say, you know, you can't eat the whole elephant at one time. You have to take little bites, you know. So, you know, so that each goal you have to, say, what's a little bite, you know, with Amazon, I like to look, okay, this is what I did last month. Okay, I want to beat last month, this month. I've already, you know, I said, I want to beat, you know, my December. Well, so far this November's already beat this last December. You know, so, you know, it's just putting those little goals, and it doesn't have to be huge. You don't have, you know, don't making your goals against someone else's money, you know, or someone else's numbers. You look at your own numbers. My husband used to manage a pizza store, and I'd be like, I'm only, you know, up a little, this 20%, this, and he's like, but you're up. You don't look about, you know, how much you're up, but you are up from what you were before, and that's a growth. So you have to take that, you know, perspective from it, and not be like, well, I'm not making my 15,000 already, you know. Well, but you made 500 more than you did last month. You know, you have to look at it that way. It doesn't, you know, and see how you're working, because you can't turn into Superman overnight and be able to send out 600 items if you only have $30 to begin with to send items out, you know? It's just learning to reinvest and then build that and reinvest some more and build that. And then, you know, be able to pay yourself at the same time and still build. You know, it's, so that's kind of stuff you can learn at events. And, you know, sometimes, you know, you can say something when you're at an event and you don't know how much you changed that other person's life. Like you were saying, how I was motivated. You know, I was just, this is my business. I need to work it, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this, you know. And I didn't know that I was at the same time motivating others, you know. So you'd never know at the event. Yeah, you can learn a lot, but you can also be changing other people's life at the same time with what you know.
Absolutely. I like that you said you can't eat the whole elephant at one time. Okay. Unless it's a little teeny tiny elephant. But no, that's a very, very good way to put it. You know, each goal is important. As you hit that goal, it feels good to basically put a check mark by it or put a line through it and say that it's done. You know, so many times people make these massive goals and then they start to get discouraged because as more time goes on, they're not getting anywhere near that goal, and they start to get down and they think that the business doesn't work. This is a, you know, waste of time, a waste of money, but they're not actually hitting the smaller goals or paying attention to the smaller milestones that they're coming across as they get or work their way up to that goal. You know, every goal is not going to be attained in one single day or 1 week or maybe even a year. There's goals on my list that are going to take me at least 10 years to hit, but that's okay because I know that I'm okay with working with the smaller milestones because each one that you check off or put a line through is a step closer to that overall goal. You know, what's that famous line, Rome wasn't built in a day, you know, kind of same deal. You can't eat the whole elephant at one time. Same deal, guys. Don't get discouraged and don't set yourself up for, you know, disappointment and failure by only setting these massive overall goals. Take note and write down the smaller ones that get you to that one because it's important for you to celebrate every last milestone and every last goal that you get closer to. You know, like Kelly said, her November this year is better than, would you say, your December last year?
Yes.
Which is absolutely crazy, which means that your December is going to be even more off the chain, which is awesome, which is what things should be doing. Another point that Kelly made that I really like, that I want to make sure that you guys actually honed in on, don't compare yourself to others, right? Don't compare your results to my results or AJ's results or Derek's results or Bruce's results or Nicole's results. You compare yourself to you, because we're all working within different circumstances. If you recall what I said in the very beginning, we all may be doing a similar type of business, but we're not attacking that business in the same manner. So you cannot compare your results when your work output is not the same as mine, right? Your circumstances are not the same as mine or anyone else's. We're all working with different things. So it's good to celebrate what other people are doing, but don't make that, a mirror image of what you think you should be doing. We all are doing different things. And as long as you're putting in the work and the effort to build your business the way that you need to build it for you, then there's nothing wrong. There's absolutely nothing wrong. Don't set yourself up to compare yourself to someone else who's sending in 1,000 items a week when you don't know their budget. They may have a $5,000 to $10,000 budget per week, whereas you may be working with $100 per week, which is totally doable. Who says you can't scale? You can take that $100 and flip it into $200. And then that next week, maybe instead of sending in $100 worth of items, you send in $120 worth of items. And then the following week, you build it up and build it up and build it up and build it up. There's no rush. There's really no rush. This business is not going anywhere. And like we always say, you need to take time and master your craft. You're not going to master your craft in one day. You're going to have to learn. You're going to have to make mistakes. And you're going to have to grow from those mistakes and continue and push forward. All right, guys. Like Derek was saying a little bit earlier, there is a little bit of information that we're going to share with you all. And hopefully I can find my screen somewhere in here. And, oh, wait. Put the wrong one up there. All right, AJ, I got you back again. Hold on. Okay, so guys, hopefully you can see the screen. As you can clearly see, I'm still working on my little lobby back here. Okay, so back here, if you can see my screen to the right or the left, whichever way it is up there, this is the No Excuses Business Growth Summit page. Okay, the link to this page is No Excuses Growth Summit. Lovely people will put that link in the comments so that you can find it. Okay. Yes, Derek saying share the video. All right, guys. So what we're doing right now is we actually have 3 different levels of tickets. And let me see if I can actually maneuver this screen while you guys are watching it. All right. If you guys can let me know if you see the screen moving at all, or if it's just staying stationary. Okay, so hopefully it's moving. Okay, cool beans. All right, so if you go to noexcusesgrowthsummit.com, and like I said, somebody will most likely put it in the comments multiple times. My buddy Norman never let me down. I know he's got it in there somewhere a few times. Yes. All right, so if you go noexcusesgrowthsummit.com, we are having an event January 12th through the 14th here in Houston, Texas. Do not worry, we are not underwater anymore. We've all dried out. We're good to go, so don't make that be one of your excuses as to why you're not putting your face in the place, okay? So from this website, you can get all the information that you could possibly need, okay? I'm going to scroll down very quickly and just let you get an insight of what we have going on, okay? So there's a little bit of information here. We do start these events on Friday and we end on Sunday. We do have a hotel. We're going to be at the Hyatt North Houston. Awesome hotel. We are the only event there, so of course we do tend to take over hotels, which is pretty awesome. The staff there is super excited to have us, and hey, I'm pretty excited to be there as well, okay? So this is some information on the actual summit itself. We actually have the itinerary up there, a rough itinerary up there, so that you can kind of get an idea of what it is that we're going to be doing. We don't like to have people just come in an event and just sit on your butt all day. That's not fun. All right, so on Friday, we tend to have a networking function. So you get out there, you get to meet and mingle. You have a little bit of hors d'oeuvres, stuff like that. It's going to be pretty fun. Our last one was awesome. There is a bar. I'm going to leave it there, okay? On Saturday, we tend to have our 2 sessions. So we have a morning session and an afternoon session. In those sessions, what we do is we go over tons and tons and tons of content, guys. We've got some awesome presenters. I'm going to actually go over some of those in a second. But we do break those up to a morning session and an afternoon session. Because we don't like for people to have to go out there and rent a car and spend all this extra money, guys, we are providing lunch on site. It's actually included in your ticket. So in between sessions, we do have a lunch out there. Lunches have always been awesome. So that is taken care of for you. After the afternoon session, there is a brief break. You do have dinner on your own at that point. But when you come back, we have our little shindig that night. If you were at our last Houston event, yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that. Okay. We had a DJ, we had a photo booths, we had all kind of stuff out there. We did have a pretty good time, so much that we had to keep the DJ an extra 2 hours and delay the event start the next day by 2 hours, which was not planned. But we were just having too much fun the night before. So it was awesome. We're going to try to stay on schedule this time. But yeah, we are planning to party again. And, you know, the No Excuses team, we tend to throw some pretty exciting little soirees. Okay. So on Sunday, same deal. We will have a morning session. And then after that, we'll have a few of the VIP and specialized sessions. We do have a few things planning, you know, before and after the event. So because it is going to be a holiday weekend, if anybody's going to stay that extra day on that Monday, the hotel rate is still available for you guys. And, you know, the team will all be there. The presenters will still be there. I'm quite sure we can find a few things to do that are going to benefit you even more. But we will come up with that later on and share it with you guys a little bit later. But guys, let's go into the guests right quick, because I'm super stoked about the guests that we have for this event. Okay. All month long, we've been having these spotlight interviews with all of our all of our presenters. Okay. Dana Derricks is going to be there, guys. Dana Derricks, the millionaire goat farmer, the copywriting professor. Okay. This guy is absolutely awesome. He was charging over $1,000 just to do Amazon listings for people. His content is second to none. I mean, he's a master copywriter. I mean, it's one of those things, guys. If you're in e-commerce, this guy right here is just gold. All right, just pure gold. All right. Jesse Singh. If you don't know who he is, slap yourself. Okay. Jesse is one of those guys. Actually met him at the same event that I met Bruce at. Okay, back in Vegas a few years back. That was my first time actually meeting Jesse in person. Okay. Jesse is a wealth of information. If you followed him, you've seen him literally come from entry level to the top of companies. It's absolutely the craziest thing because he documents everything. He's very transparent. So that's really, really awesome. Greg Murphy. Everybody knows that Derek Strickland is the book boss. Okay. But even book bosses have mentors and people that they learn from. Right. So Greg Murphy is one of these book guys that does, I mean, absolutely crazy numbers. And it's very impressive. It's extremely impressive. And I can have Derek come back out in a second and go into a little bit more as far as what Greg has to offer us. Oh, guys, there's so many awesome people that we have come to this event. I don't even know if I'm going to make it through all of these people, guys. Joy Packard. Joy Packard has been one of those influencers. Oh, okay. She has live Facebook live videos every day. She gives you content. She gives you tips, pointers, just general good information just to, you know, kind of push your business forward. She does a lot of private labeling. She goes to China. She does a lot of events. She's a very, very good source of information, guys. June Collier, I hope I pronounced his last name right, Derek. A wealth expert, okay, guys? It's not just about how much you can sell on Amazon or how much you can sell on eBay. It's what you do with the money that you make. There's so many times people get, you know, this huge douse of income coming in all of a sudden, but they're not used to it. So what do? They spend it on stupid, frivolous stuff. And guess what? You're back in the same boat that you started this business to get out of. So what he's going to do is give you tips and pointers on getting in the right mindset, the right frame of mind to actually make your business work for you and to make it sustainable so that you're not living in the red. What that means is you're not living continuously from paycheck to paycheck, that you're actually having your business work for you, and you're actually taking money in. You know, you're actually able to pay yourself. And that's something that so many business owners just miss out on. And it's not their fault. It's just it's a lack of information. If you don't know how to manage that wealth, guys, it's going to be easily just gone. It's going to be too easy for you just to spend it on, like I said, crazy stuff. I'm going to raise my hand right here. Okay. When I went overseas to Iraq, I was thrown a stupid amount of money. And let me tell you what I did with that money. I threw a stupid amount of it away. Okay. If I knew back then what I know now, I'd be in a completely different place. Okay. I'd be in a completely different place. Thank goodness I did learn the lessons. My family learned a lesson, both Parrish and I. I wish we would have learned it a few years before, but you know, better late than never. You know, but that's one of those things. I didn't come for money. You know, it got thrown on my head. I didn't know what to do with myself, right? So I did everything I shouldn't have done. I had a good time doing it, but thankfully I was able to kind of reel myself back in and start putting, you know, stuff away for a rainy day. Okay. So that's some of the things that you're going to start to learn about. All right. So this is more than just, if you haven't noticed just yet, this is not just a how to sell on eBay or Amazon conference. This is how to grow your business. I don't care what type of business it is. If it's an eBay business, great. If it's an Amazon business, great. If it's a physical product business, great. Guess what? One thing that every business, regardless of whether you're online or offline, needs. You need leads. You need customers. That's what we're going to be showing you here at this business. How to get those customers, how to influence those customers, how to retain those customers, how to make money from those customers, how to keep the money that you make from those customers. Okay, that's what you're going to be learning here. All right, let's go to the next one. Woo! Keisha Bass, K Bass, come on. All right, Keisha is awesome. Keisha is absolutely one of the most spectacular people that you could be around. Okay, she's awesome, guys. If you're not around to hear what she has to say, at our last event, she went over another Amazon technique, but Keisha is also a supreme marketer, guys. So Keisha Bass will be in the place. Becky Timms, okay, the Amazon queen. Amazon queen. She has been posting her numbers all over Facebook for how she did on Black Friday, what she's done today with her phone, cha-ching in every 5 seconds, she was saying, 5 to 10 seconds, she was getting more and more sales. Becky is an awesome private labeler. She is, like I said, I love transparent people. She's very transparent with, the mistakes that she's made, with the lessons that she's learned. She's right there on it. She's an awesome person to learn from. And like I said, guys, not just about Amazon or eBay, but she's also an awesome person to learn from in the business, period. Okay. Brian Cinnamon. Okay. Here's one that's doing the most crazy numbers online. Same deal. A lot of these people, guys, we started around the same time, about it's going on 4 years now that we've all been in this. Okay. So he's going to be there. Dropship Yoda. Hello. So he's going to be showing you a few tips and tricks. He's not going to give you everything. I can't tell you everything he's going to be showing you, but guys, you want to be there to hear what these people have to say. This guy is doing some crazy numbers with drop shipping. He's doing wholesale pallets. He's got warehousing. He's got so much stuff going on out there, guys. Jock T. Morris, Atlanta's own shirt and tie guy. There are very few people that can motivate you to get off your butt better than Jock, okay? Jock will tell you his story from A to Z and just give it to you straight. He'll let you know what he's gone through, some of his ups and his downs, and what you should be doing to get where you need to be or where you want to be. All right. That's the type of people that you want to invest your time into. That's the people that you want to actually listen to and kind of follow with what they're saying. We've already had him. Hello, he's on this call, Bruce McElhaney. Okay, guys, Bruce is one of those people that you can't help but to respect, okay? The things that he does, the things that he continues to do, the example that he sets for others with not just promoting his business and promoting himself and building his business, but the things that he does for others. Bruce is very selfless, okay? He does a lot for other people, a lot of volunteering, especially for veterans out there. So if you are a vet and you're at the event, Bruce is an awesome person to talk to. He's got just so much information going on. And he's just one of those master person-to-person, face-to-face marketers that you can learn a lot of tips and tricks from. I'm going to say this now. Ask him about the checks. Ask him about those $100 notes. Ask him about the Post-its, and I'm quite sure he'll give you some other information. But Bruce is one of those guys that you want to pay attention to, okay? Want to pay attention to. I'm going to bypass me because you know who the chick is with the pink hair. I'm going to bypass this one because you know who I'm married to. Okay, we're going to come down here. Derek Strickland, of course, the book boss. All right, he is on this call as well. Nicole Whitlock and AJ Hainsworth, guys. I'm not going to go into them a whole lot because, hello, they're here. So I'm just going to bring them back up in a second. All right. So on this website, it'll give you all the information, all the speakers that are out there. Like I said, we do have a hotel and the travel information. So on the website, you can come down, book your hotel room from the link. If you do book your hotel through the link, you do get breakfast. I believe it's 2 breakfasts per person, per room. No, excuse me, not per person. 2 breakfasts per room per day. Woo, I get that out. All right. So you get 2 breakfast vouchers per room per day. All right. That's if you book through the link. All right. So if you're trying to go through these other links and get the rooms, you know, totally your call, but you only get the vouchers if you're booking through the link that we have there. One thing about the hotel, guys, when you're at an event, if you can stay at the event hotel, it is so much better. It's such a different experience because you're not having to run back and forth to your car and go to your other hotel, right? You're not missing out on anything. You're pretty much all right there in that nice little space where you can just go up and down the elevator if you need to grab something, right? You don't have to fight for parking spots, none of that stuff, right? The hotel actually has a free shuttle to and from the airport. The hotel is actually right next to the airport. So we kind of, work this out so that there's not a lot of extra travel or excess travel that you have to do. So we did book this with you guys in mind. All right. The ticket breakdown, it does break down the different levels of tickets. So we do have 3 different levels. We've got general admission, we've got VIP and All-Star. I will say that the All-Star and the VIPs are very limited. I believe we only have a handful of All-Star tickets left. And by handful, I mean possibly 2 or 3. The VIP, I believe we were right around 5 to 8, somewhere in there. So those do run out. We're not adding any extra on there because we do have some really cool things planned for the All-Star and the VIP people. All right. So if you come down a little bit further, you do have the link for the ticket. So after that huge mouthful that I just gave you all, let me give you the Cyber Monday deal that we have going on for tickets. All right. So Cyber Monday, of course, one thing that we all have. All right. Before I do that, of course, like Derek's saying, go ahead and share this video, like the video, make a comment in the comment section, hashtag no excuses, hashtag got my ticket, hashtag see you there. Turning into Keisha right now with my hashtags. All right. While you're at it, hashtag book boss. There you go. All of that stuff, guys. Hashtag no excuses. Get it in there. Share this video. Get it out there. Here is the No Excuses Cyber Monday deal that we have going on for you guys. It will only be for this week. Okay. This week. Yes, I said a week. It's not just a day. We're going to give you a week because we do know that a lot of you procrastinate. All right. Which is fine. We're going to give you time to procrastinate. All right. So our deal, let me go ahead and click on this. I don't even know if it's going to open up the page for you guys. You probably won't even see it. I don't even know if it'll see it on your side. I might have switched the screen. But our deal is that we are giving our tickets out for $99. Okay. So this particular event, our tickets were originally $159 for our early birds and $199 for our regular tickets. Because it's Cyber Monday, because many of us are e-commerce professionals, we are boosting this down. We are taking this down to $99 per general admission ticket. We have reduced the price of our VIP and our All-Stars as well. So guys, now is the time that you want to go out there and grab your ticket. Do not delay. Do not delay. Do not delay. If you grab your ticket now, what does that do for you? That makes you have a little mental note that you've got somewhere to be on January 12th, 2018, right? Getting your ticket today puts that into your mind. It puts it onto your calendar. It makes something into reality. It's no longer just something that you see people talking about on Facebook or anything like that. No, it becomes something that you are committed to doing. One of the biggest things that you can do for your business is learn how to commit. Okay, commit to yourself, commit to improving what you're doing in your business, commit to making money, commit to learning, commit to growing. So by actually going out there and getting your ticket, don't talk about it, be about it. Go out there and get your ticket. That is the first step into making an actual commitment to getting yourself to this event, January 12th through the 14th. All right, guys. I'm going to actually bring up Nicole right quick. Yeah, I got you coming. All right. So I'm going to bring up each person one more time and just kind of, what do you think about this Cyber Monday deal? And what do you have to tell people or say to people who are still procrastinating and haven't gotten their tickets just yet?
Oh, man. What a trick question.
Give it to them.
This is what I will say. I mean, there are many of you that are looking to change your business. You're doing what Kelly said not to do, which is comparing your results to other people's results. Now you will have the opportunity to talk to some of these people. You'll be able to find out what they're doing in their business. Maybe you'll be able to make that one shift in your business that can help you get closer to your goal, get closer to your numbers. And you can only do that if you come to the event. Sending people private messages or, just trying to get information out of people, it is so much better to sit down and actually have a conversation. And the great thing about our event is that you will be able to engage all of the leaders, all of the people that are quietly making money, all the people that are sitting next to you.
Uh-oh. Did we lose you? Hold on. I think we lost you somewhere.
I was saying maybe their strategy won't work for you, but maybe, just maybe, their strategy will work for you. And maybe you will be able to make the kind of money that you want to make. Some of you are saying, I just need $2,000 a month. I just need $3,000 a month. And I'm telling you, in e-commerce, you can do that. Coming to the Business Growth Summit will help you organize your business so that you can make the kind of money that you want to make, that you can reorganize your business so you can make it work and not have to go back to a 9-to-5. Get your ticket.
There you go. Who am I going to pick on next? All right. I am going. Okay. All right. Hopefully you guys can have a little bit of a computer issue over here. Hopefully you guys can see him.
Yeah, can you see
me? Can you see him? There you go. All right. My computer's acting real strange right about now. But if you guys can see AJ, I can't hear you right now. Can you guys hear him?
Can you hear me?
Okay. So AJ, have at it, man, because I can't hear right now.
Oh, okay. Well, the important thing about the discount, this Cyber Monday ticket thing is, if you have a chance to get a discount on these tickets, man, you got to get these things. You know what? The one thing you got to think about that you may not realize is that you're going to be in a room.
Is going just a little bit crazy.
How about now? Can you hear me? Okay. All right. So what I want y'all to realize is, for $99, you guys will have the opportunity to be in a room with people who may charge or known to charge 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 times that amount just to sit down and chit chat with them for 30 minutes to an hour. So you'll be in a position to get your questions answered, to get these nuggets, to get information.
All right,
that
Eric, can you hear me?
Yes.
That would cost you several times more.
I can't hear AJ, so I'm not sure if he's still there or not. I can't see him.
Yes.
Okay. So
yeah, I'm still here.
If you guys can hear him, then you guys have it. I don't know if you can hear me or not. That's why I was like, I can't see. I can hear you though.
Yes.
All right, so I'm gonna need you to talk to AJ because I can't hear him.
All right, so AJ, can you hear me, bro?
Hey, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Now keep going with what you were saying, because you were saying a mouthful there, man.
No. What I was saying is that the price point to be able to come to an event like this for $99 is unheard of. You know, some of the people, the speakers that are in attendance, it costs 12 times that amount just to have a 30-minute conversation with them. So to be able to get into this room, get your questions answered from people who are actually producing fruit, hey, you'd be crazy if you don't get this thing. You'd be crazy.
Wow. That's excellent. Now, Nikki, AJ just got done. You want to go back to you, or you want me to go now?
I want you to go now.
All right, then. Listen, guys, you have to get these tickets at this price. Nikki is being very, very generous, because if it was me, he would have a little timer down in the corner. $99. Do you really realize what it is that you're getting for $99? Right? When you talk about Dana Derricks, what? You getting Dana Derricks for $99? You talking about Keisha Bass? What? $99? Man, is you got to be kidding me. Like, slap yourself if you're not taking out your credit card right now and buying these tickets. Serious. Bruce, you gonna be in the room with Bruce for $99? No, not just in the room with Bruce, but in the room with him for 2 days. Like, after everything is done, you still got Bruce over there, y'all eating crab cakes or what have you, and you talking about prospecting or the best way to approach someone, and he's giving you something that's going to absolutely change your life from that day forward, and you can pay $99 right now. Come on, guys, listen. This ain't our first time doing this, all right? Anytime Parrish and Nikki puts on an event, it's top notch, all right? It's from beginning to end. Most of the people Nikki didn't mention this, and hopefully I'm not stepping over my boundaries, but in events before, our guests, when they get to their room, they normally have a little gift there waiting for them. We call it a swag bag. We normally take care of our people like that, right? And let me tell you something else about this $99. When we were in Maryland, the crab cakes alone was worth $99. What? Man, you getting this for $99. Now, you've been seeing us since we did this 4 years ago, and you were saying, I'm going to be at this event someday. But last time I checked on my calendar, someday wasn't on the calendar. It has a Sunday, a Monday, a Tuesday, Wednesday, a Thursday, a Friday, and a Saturday, but it's someday. Never is on the calendar. Stop it. Stop the excuses. Grab your tickets right now. There's a link down in this in the comment area right there. You should absolutely, positively be sharing this video, liking this video, and commenting no excuses. Hashtag Ninja, hashtag Samurai, hashtag Bruce, hashtag something. You need to be doing that right now. And Nikki, I don't know if we want to talk about the little sidebar that we supposed to be doing, because we like to go shopping, like, for real. This is the only trip. This is the only business that I've been to where you can actually make money at the event. Tell me another event. I don't care if you're in network marketing. I don't care if you're in direct sales. I don't care if you are at an Amway meeting, whatever. Tell me another event where you can make money while you're there. At our last event in Orlando, we were actually at a Five Below, and we were handing these ugly Christmas sweater cookies to our members. And these things cost $5. They were selling for like $19-20 on Amazon. So we were literally handing people the same products that I would buy, the same products that Nikki would buy, the same products that AJ would buy. We were giving you all money, so to speak, at the event. You ain't gonna get that nowhere. I don't care where you at. I don't care if you at a IML event or stocks event, if you got a Bitcoin event. I don't care what event you at. You're not gonna come to an event where you can make money the way we make money. All right. So Nikki, you can go into that if you want to, of course, about the shopping trip that we normally take. But I don't see nobody else sharing this this live. So definitely, if you're looking at this live broadcast and this is your first time doing it, drop a 1 in the comment section. And if you're looking at the replay, drop a 0 down there so we know exactly where you are and at what time are you actually looking at this broadcast. Back over to you, Nikki.
Well, see, there you go. But one of the things that Derek was talking about was we did have a brief little thing that we were going to offer people, and what that basically is, if you got your ticket during a certain portion of a promotional time, that you were going to be invited to a private shopping excursion with transportation included on Friday before the actual event starts. So I mean, guys, that's second to none right there. That's second to none. So it was anybody that purchased during that 48-hour window, but really, of course, because it is Cyber Monday.
Mm-hmm. All right, Nikki, you frozen.
Purchase your ticket during our Cyber Week, okay? Because we don't do Cyber one day, we do Cyber Weekday, okay? So if you purchase your ticket during this Cyber Week sale, then we will put you into that bucket to have access to this private shopping excursion, okay? And like I said, we do offer transportation, so that way you're not having to Uber it and get all that, transportation type deal out there. But guys, that is something extra. That's something extra, okay, that we throw in there for you at no charge, just because we want you to learn, we want you to grow. And if you're not familiar with shopping for profits, then we want to expose you to that and get you familiar with that process. So like Derek was saying, you can start to make money at the event, so that's something that no one's going to be able to have access to, but a select group of people. I think he's got something else to say.
Yes, I got something else to say. I know Nikki is being generous about the end of the week, but I'm going to tell you, I'm going to do like this. For anybody that buy their ticket right now, like before the clock strike 12 on my time zone, which is Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to give you a free ticket into the Book Boss. Now, Nick, you have to let me know who is doing that. I will add you into the Book Boss training course for free tonight, one night only. One night only. If you buy your ticket tonight, the Book Boss course is $99.99. You're gonna actually regroup what you get spent in the value. So, but you got to buy it tonight. I'm not doing that tomorrow stuff, or I was watching the replay, or no. Tonight by 12 midnight Eastern Standard Time, if you buy your ticket, I will absolutely add you to the Book Boss group, and you can go in there and learn all about selling books on Amazon. Back over there.
Well, there you go. I mean, people just throwing out stuff left and right, so you can get all kind of stuff. All right. Let me move on over right here to my buddy Bruce. Bruce.
Hey.
Come on. What do you have? Come on, some parting words. I know you've got something awesome.
I'll tell you what. Just listening to Derek right there. I mean, how do you follow just what we just heard? I mean, right there, you get your. Not only do you get your ticket for free by what you learn, and make money by coming to the. I mean, wow, this is wild. Hey, Nikki, I got somebody that I got a guest for you. Okay.
There's Embry.
There's Embry. Okay. Embry's sitting on my lap. Okay. And she's a big baby. She's a lap dog. Anyway, but I'll say it to you this way. Okay. Procrastination is the assassination of your destination. Okay. You can't do it. You gotta, you just gotta pull the trigger. You gotta be there. Think of it this way. Take that $99. She's not a lap dog. Okay. Take that $99 and divide it by the number of people that'll be speaking from the stage. I mean, what is there? 10, 12, Nikki? Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, could you pay any one of these people $10 to come and give you everything for $10? I don't know where you would do that. And even if you figure in your investment of the hotel and, you know, the way, the transportation to get there. Let me tell you what, the main thing is this, is you, and I've been to a million, I'm going to get her off my lap for a second here. Come on, get down there. There you go. Thank you. She's hard to talk around her. But here's the thing. Whatever you do, okay? Well, I mean, I own a, you know, Nikki, you mentioned it. I mean, I built from $1,000 investment to last year, I did over $700,000 in sales on three websites and Amazon in exotic jerky. Okay. Derek is hitting the books hard. I mean, you know, whatever you do, you do. But the important thing is the business principles. The business principles are transferable. So what you learn, and the most important thing is, it's not only that. When you go home, you have to execute. You have to activate what you've learned, because if you don't have a full schedule when you get back home, everything that you invested, a lot of it will, you know, you'll forget it within, you know, a week. And so I highly recommend you slam your schedule for afterwards full. And there's Embry back in the chair. But anyway, so you know, I can't say enough. But this is good. I'm fired up. I can't wait to get there. So can you move it forward and let's have it before Christmas instead of January?
We've got too many sales to make before then.
All right. So thanks again, Nikki. I appreciate you, and I look forward to, you know, seeing everybody there. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you for joining us, Kelly.
Hey,
Kelly, come on. I know you've got some parting words. Any last advice, or just whatever you want to tell people to get them to this event?
well, I'm thinking $99. That's just boom. I mean, I'm like, okay, people will spend $150 on a pair of shoes that they're going to wear for a year and then end up throwing away because they've got, you know, worn out. I'll spend $800 on a dang purse. But here's $99 to help you grow your business. It doesn't matter what kind of, you know, yeah, a lot of us are, you know, Amazon, eBay, and all that stuff. But just to learn all that stuff can help you grow your business. And it doesn't have to be an e-commerce business. It can help you grow your own small business to what you want. And it's $99 to get in the door. I mean, hello, that's, you know, less than the shoes. That's less than the bag, you know. And I'm a bargain hunter, so that is an awesome bargain.
I would have to completely agree. This is not something that we all talked about prior to. It was literally something that just hit me right, you know, before we started to do the event. And it was like, we need a Cyber Monday deal. You know, let's give these people, you know, a crazy discounted price and just get them all there. You know, we want to see people here at this event. We want newcomers. We want people that have never been to an event, period, or have never been to an excuses event or an e-commerce event. We want to see you at this event. We want to have this be your first experience with an event, because it's going to be second to none, guys. We don't put on shabby events. We like to ensure that people are learning, you know, that they're learning information, that they're getting things that are going to be beneficial to growing their business and making them money. All right. So that's why we want to make sure that we get you to this event. We've been on here for an hour and a half. There's been some great information shared. Like this post, share this video. I mean, we want people to experience what you've experienced. We want you to experience the excitement that we have for giving information and giving content and watching people build their success stories, you know, because that's the reason why we do what we do. We bring the content to you. We put these things together so that we can see you grow. All right. Anybody that knows the No Excuses team knows that we don't do anything for a profit. We do things to ensure that what we know, other people can also know, and it can impact your life as well. All right. There's been so many things that e-commerce or online businesses, period, has done to everybody that was on this panel today. It's changed our lives. I mean, literally, brought me and my husband home from Iraq. It's enabled so many other people to take, time off from work, not having to work, 10, 12 hours a day, being able to take vacations when they want to, travel when they want to, do what they want to, buy a new car, do whatever. Maybe somebody wants to buy those $800 pair of shoes or handbag that Kelly was talking about, It's just one of those things that being a part of the business can just make you grow and flourish, okay? And when I say this business, remember, I'm not talking about the business that I'm doing, the business that you're doing, whatever business you're doing. This is what we want to help you grow, because there's certain facets of a business that are the same across the board. You're going to need to know how to manage your money. You're going to need to know how to get leads. You're going to need to know how to nurture those, turn a lead into a customer. You're going to need to know how to do these things, regardless of what you're selling, where you're selling, whatever, okay? These are general business concepts that you have to know. And that's why we like to do this conference at the beginning of the year, because that way you've got no excuse. You've got no excuse for doing well the remainder of that year and growing not just yourself, but your business, because you've just been given all of these tools. There were so many tools that were given out at our last event in June back in Baltimore. I mean, some crazy, crazy things. I think there was another person in the comments, I'm sorry, I don't remember your name, it went through there somewhere, that also got an Overstock credit card like AJ was showing everybody how to do, okay? So, hey, I just got mine last week too, okay? So there's things that you can learn from the event that you can actually implement and make a change in your business. I think I might just start drop shipping from Overstock again now. I've got a means to do so that I wasn't really planning on. These are things that even I learned at an event, okay? So you always need to grow yourself, grow your business, and continue this whole process. So guys, I'm going to leave it at that. I want to thank everybody for joining us on today's panel live. I really, really appreciate it. You guys shared some really, really awesome information, some great content. Cannot wait to see you all in Houston, January 12th through the 14th. Guys, the link is right below, okay? And like I said, there's probably plenty of links in the comment section as well. You want to grab your ticket today. The last day for this Cyber Week is going to be Sunday. At that point, they're going back up to full price. I mean, we got to do what we got to do. All right. This event, second to none. You don't want to miss it. Friday through Sunday. You do have lunch included. There's going to be all kind of speakers, party. You book at the hotel, you're going to actually get breakfast vouchers. Guys, there's so much going on. We want to see you in the place. So don't hesitate. Grab your ticket. Share this video. Like this video. Leave a comment. Let us know what you thought. If you got your ticket, let us know in the comment section so we can be ready to greet you at the event, guys. Super stoked about this. Super excited. We will see you guys on our next live.